We are providing information on our district social media accounts. And we have planned 3 information nights for the public. They can come learn about the bond on October 11th at 6 p.m. at Amboy Middle School, October 13th at 6 p.m. at Prairie High School, or October 20th at 6 p.m. at Glenwood Heights Primary. I also want to talk about the work we did last week to communicate the results of our water testing for lead. We sent information to our staff and our families. We used our Blackboard Connect email and phone system. We also created a web page where we are going to update the results, and we've provided some information, and we also have an FAQ on that page. And that page is also, you can get to it from the homepage of our website. Go to our website and you can type at the end of the URL /water-testing. And that's where we will update our results and provide more information. Does anyone have any questions?
A lot going on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any questions? No? Okay. Committee reports. Some exciting stuff happened this last week.
Yes, it did. Do you want me to go first?
If you could go first, that would be wonderful.
Okay. Mavis and I attended the legislative conference in Spokane. Mavis got there Thursday, I got there Friday, and then it was Saturday, where we gathered the board's opinions or their feedback on rating which legislative proposals. You get 10, and I think there were like 60 something.
That'd be fair.
Well, we just write the top 10 and put them in there. So the ones that have the most votes after I combined everybody's what they wanted. So that we submitted that. It was interesting. That was my first legislative meeting there with WASDA. So I was very thankful that Mavis was there to hold my hand through the process, so I didn't get lost and wonder what I'm making a motion and an amendment and a friendly amendment, and that went on for several hours. So it was fun.
Fine.
Mavis.
As a result, the results of that ranking will be revealed at a state legislative committee meeting on October 22nd in Olympia. I'll be there for that. So I'll be able to come back and let you know how your ranking did. There was very interesting items up that WASDA proposes. It's the attempt by WASDA to unite the school boards to stand for those things that we have in common, which is pretty powerful. We heard from both candidates for state superintendent of schools, and they're both excellent, really are. And the wife of one of them is a former Battleground High School teacher. That's Kim Reichdahl, was taught here in the 90s, I believe. And then we also heard from the lady who's running for land commissioner. Wow, was she ever bright? The guy that was her opponent got stuck on a plane that couldn't get there, so I can't tell you anything about him. That lady is sharp. Great meeting. And Stephanie did very well.
Oh, thank you, Mavis.
We stayed in a beautiful brand new hotel, the Davenport Grand. Just gorgeous, and the price was reasonable.
Yeah, and I got to hold the remote all myself without kids, husband, stealing the remote. It's the little things,
No background music, like ESPN. Jim, do you have anything to report on your end? Did you guys meet?
Yes, Mavis and Linda and myself met with over at Pleasant Valley Primary and done our tour there. Got to visit all the classrooms. Like everybody was already hard at work there. Tenplex was nice. Hallways weren't crowded like they have been in the past. And then I guess I wouldn't call it a lunchroom. Well, maybe it wouldn't be a cafeteria, but the kids had that new little lunchroom and looked like they were really enjoying that. good things happening there with Mr. McCott and staff. Mavis, do you have anything to add to it?
So for some of the teachers, it's the first time they ever had a brand new classroom, and they were really excited. Really had them decorated up, looking good, so it's great.
And we went on a school tour of Lauren, and we did see your work, Kevin, and it's great. Thank you for what you're doing. I mean, you're doing a great job, and it obviously shows. And you know, the projectors weren't up, but you know, they did it. Everything was just rolling just fine. So it'll be even better when they're up. So, so that was nice, and it was nice not to see the volcano hole in the front hill, that parking lot either. I'm sure you found a couple minivans out there.
We strapped them and made some money.
Yeah. So thank you very much. The big event that we had this last weekend was the BGEF auction. And as you know, the BGF auction, or the BGF Foundation, is actually generates funds for what the district can't support financially. And so I believe, we don't have the final numbers in yet, but I know it was over $20,000. I don't know what we netted, but it was a great auction, fun time. Colleen O'Neill did an absolutely amazing job. She is incredible. One unfortunate thing happened, and she'll probably hate me for mentioning this, but you know how they have those spikes in the road that says "Do not enter" the wrong way? Yeah, she actually ran out and popped all 4 tires. So, yeah, it wasn't the best of days for her, but you know, to deal with that stress and then to have an auction thereafter and keep her composure, that's Colleen O'Neill. That's all I can say. So, yeah, bummer. Never thought anybody did it, but they did. The next thing on our agenda is upcoming board events, and I noticed that the chamber lunch has been added to the calendar. Is there any questions or anything about the events calendar?
I'd like to, tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at the Starting Grounds Church, there will be a presentation. It's part of the Connect Battleground ICANN development. We're all invited. They'd really like us to come because what they'll be featuring is the perspective from kids' age on what's going on, why they see isolationism, or what their world's like right now. And the kids who will be speaking will be the UTC kids from Battleground High School. So I told Curtis I'd make a special point to see if he'd love to have board members there. Anyone who could come is invited. It's pretty special when you give the kids a chance to talk about who they are and how they're feeling. So just thought I'd throw that out as a possible event. I'll be there.
Perfect. And then Wednesday, we're going to, or some of us are going to the WASDA regional meeting of the council.
Is everybody going to that?
I will not be able to. I will be out of town.
And I think there's something else on Thursday.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Will Monty be back?
Thursday morning.
For Wednesday?
He said
I don't think
he's a
he's-
yes for that meeting
He is?
on our calendar.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay.
That was Thursday.
You're going to be there, Mavis, right?
Yes.
And also in that packet of board events was the director's calendar. So make sure we all see that, make no conflict with that. Last on our communications agenda is the Board of Distinction. And Mavis, you had some
I had some help.
presentation that you would like to, you had a little help, yeah.
Just to say that we did submit the proposal. If I were to do it again and have a little more time, I think we could have done a little better job of it because we tried to cram too much into it. However, it was submitted. I want to say special thank yous to Mark Hadaway, Mark Ross, Linda Allen, Shelley Witten for helping write the thing and then You don't know what a Julie got sitting behind me.
Yeah.
Julie put in, I think we were at least 5 hours in her office putting it all together, and she did some outside of that too, so she deserves a big thank you from all of us. So we'll see, we'll get some feedback. The value of doing that, and you all have it on your packet so you can read the whole thing, is, good things are happening at Battleground. To find out, to look at that from the perspective of the things that are going on is very heartwarming. And I appreciate the effort that our staff puts in, that the board members put in. Pretty phenomenal. Let you know what I hear back.
Perfect.
Thanks for working on that.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's a-
Thank you, Julie.
I didn't do it all,
No.
believe me.
Next on the agenda is citizen comments. I have to remind everybody that we allow 3 minutes for citizens' comments. I'm sorry?
Sorry, I just got waved at. I don't think we announced that we closed on the purchase of our property on
You guys did a great job. You know, today's the first day I haven't done it for about 2 weeks.
Another good thing is that
This is Marco Polo, this is it.
I'll do this on my iPhone here. So citizens' comments, again, we allow 3 minutes, and I'll keep a timer on those 3 minutes. The first person we have signed up is Sherry. Sherry, what's your last name again?
Quivisto.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, you guys. I'm so sorry, I don't have enough fire, so mine, share, I've got mine.
I'll share with
Back to Julie when it changes.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna start the clock and you sit down here. Okay?
Good evening, everyone. 2 weeks ago, I came here to educate, and today I'm here to follow up on an important topic. It's regarding head lice in our schools. We're going to go through really quick, and I understand there's a 3-minute limit, but you can look at page 75, number 1. Head lice outbreaks are common in the United States among children between the ages of 3 to 12 years old. And my comment for this is, at this age, children don't know their families in space. So that's why head lice are more common when the children are in elementary school. Number 2, the OSBI stated that head lice are not a health hazard and not responsible for the spread of any disease. That is ridiculous. Let's be practical about this. Who in their right minds would want head lice feasting on your head every 8 hours? It is a nuisance, but it is a medical condition. And you guys can debate on that and get your team to debate and tell me if I'm wrong. Page 76, number 3. How do you know? It says parents, how do you know parents have treated the kids? Is there valid documentation? Is the nurse even checking to make sure the kids have been treated? Number 4, notify parents, guardian of the suspected case in Washington State. How do you notify parents if head lice letter is not being sent home anymore per CDC changes? And if you look at the last page in your flyer, you will see that is the letter that Battleground used to send home, and now you guys are no longer sending home that letter to inform parents that there has been a head lice outbreak. Page 77 on your OSPI. Number 5, refer to your district infection control program protocol. I have not seen this protocol yet for Battleground School District. Number 8, page 77. And you could look at number 6. All family members should be examined and treated simultaneous to avoid reinfestation. And my question to you is, who examined these families? Number 7 on your paper. Students should be encouraged from close head-to-head contact with others. And my question is, how is that possible? Kids will be kids.
It's 3 minutes. You want to finish up real quick, or maybe a couple minutes?
I
Or
just
a
need
couple
one more
seconds,
minute.
no, a couple minutes.
I respect all you guys and what you do here, so I would appreciate one more minute.
1 more minute?
1 more minute of your time, please. Okay, so number 8 on your paper, page 3. Follow up with student and family to ensure that the infestation is being addressed appropriately until the infestation has ended. From my personal experience with my 2 children, there was 0 follow-up. Number 9 on your paper. Have proactive policies and procedures in place for dealing with head lice in school. Communicate the policy to parents and staff. And my response to that, for number 9 on your papers, there is no proactive policies and procedures in place for Battleground School District. And number 10, and I will finish there. I understand both the American Academy of Pediatrics and the National Association of School Nurses advocate discontinuing the no-knit policy. I am here to say, how about making a community, parents, students, teachers effort instead of following CDC, AAP, and NASN rule? Thank you for your time.
So we appreciate everything that you've said, and we'd like the district actually to address like some of the issues that you have brought up.
Okay.
Mercado, would you mind?
Sure. So can you take your seat? I'm going to invite you as well. So what I would like to do is to have 2 things happen. I'd like for Denny Waters and for Kathy Shannon to come up and talk to you about what we do with the lice and nits, what our protocol is in the district, to talk to you, if they wish, for a moment about an actual policy and procedure that we do in fact have on the books. And as they're coming up, then what I'd like for you to do, if you're so inclined, is that you're being asked to take a look at what we do as a school district with regard to lice and nits, and what our protocol and what our procedure is. You're being asked to examine that. And so it's absolutely in your purview to, as a board, decide if you wish to entertain a modification or a change to our policy. And if you're so inclined as the president to ask if someone would like to sponsor that, then for new business on the next board meeting, you certainly can be inclined to do that. And so I'll ask them to just talk to you about what we do,